Good afternoon, designers, and welcome to this week's episode of Game of Rugs. First of all, it is late afternoon here because the clocks have gone back. So now I'm basically going to be depressed for the next 6 months till they go forward again. But the one highlight of this time of year is that it is Halloween. Happy Halloween. Halloween is my third favorite holiday. My first favorite holiday is Purim because who doesn't like a holiday when literally your job is to get drunk? That's the job. And then I like Thanksgiving because it's a nice family holiday with no expectations, unlike Christmas or Hanukkah. And then my next favorite holiday is Halloween because it's fun. And I like to see people dressed up. And it's a good chance to be who you want to be for a couple of hours. Uh, this is today's daily, which is fun. It's going to be fun. I mean that semi-sarcastically. I am excited to get rid of all of my Halloween shit, though, because like a lot of people, I wasn't over. Well, a lot of people seem to be very grumpy about this year's Halloween stuff, but I didn't mind the Halloween stuff. It seems okay to me. I don't see why everybody's so angry about it. But I don't want it hanging around in my inventory after Halloween. I'll never use it again. So I'm trying to use up all of my Halloween stuff today. The interesting thing that happened is that it is the 31st of October, obviously. I have used up all of my budget for the month. I've spent $49.99 this month on Design Home, which is quite enough money. I think I am actually budgeted for $50 a month. And what was the point of what I was trying to say? Sorry, it is early, even though the clocks have gone back, and it's not really early. It feels early, and I have not had sufficient quantities of coffee yet. I can't remember my point. Cool. Oh, yeah. So last night I had 640 diamonds left, and today I have 1,240. So I think I won some stuff. And I want to go find out what stuff that is because I am not breaking my budget for the month and I'm not buying diamonds until tomorrow. So let's start with that. And then we'll do the daily and then we'll vote. Oh, okay. Well, here's one very unexpected 5. I sometimes get confused during theme weeks. During bundle weeks, limited edition weeks, because some rooms clearly want you to use. They're designed for the bundle stuff. And other rooms, like this one, didn't seem to be designed for the bundle stuff. So, like, is it okay to go non-limited edition in one of these rooms? And the answer is clearly yes. And I'm going to double check because I'm going to double check if this room does in fact not use any limited edition items. But I think it doesn't, and those are my favorites. I realized, and a couple people pointed out this is episode 172. In episode 170, I identified a couple of 5s as not using limited edition items, and I was incorrect. But I do go through them and clean them up. So that's exciting. I mean, it's not very inventive, but I will say this is my favorite art and rug combination, and I am going to do an updated winning rugs episode, but this rug and art combination consistently does well for me. So that's exciting. Okay. No, we want to put it in the favorites album. Did I mention I haven't had enough coffee? Okay, thank you. I'm going to give you a rating later, but also I'm going to have some coffee while you think. Okay, well, I guess I was on a roll. This is one of those rooms where a lot of people complained they don't like the um, industrial designs. I love industrial rooms because I like neutrals. So I'm okay with that. Some people did use, like, I could have been smarter. I do have some of that orange and gray art from earlier in the month. I could have used that. I don't really have any regrets about the room that I put together. These are all nice. Black and white always goes in an industrial setting. I mean, almost always. But I did the best I could with what I had, and this is a good, solid score. I have literally no complaints about it. This seems like a perfectly good score for this room. Whatever. Portland perfect. Ooh, angry. This is an angry score. I did see in voting a lot of really, really good rooms. 4.59 is in fact not an angry score. I'm just bitter because I used a limited edition. These glass balls and sea ropes are some of my favorite decor ever in like the history of the universe. And I used some in this room. And I also used my last fern trees and my furniture matches. And my side table goes with whatever. Fine. We won this, about which I have absolutely no feelings. Um, it was a limited edition week. The bundles did very well. The use of this chair was fucking genius. Why did I not do that? I am a moron. Uh, and whoever had level 103 had stuff that went with this rug. This is also put together fine. This room is better than mine. And like, I don't really like this room, but it doesn't matter. It is really good and it is better than mine. It's fine. It's okay to be humble, by the way, and like recognize when you've gotten your ass kicked. I have seen a lot of people submitting super shit rooms this week and then complaining that they didn't get outstanding scores for their super mediocre rooms. Um, oh, kick in the teeth. See? I'm mean to people for a split second, and then God is like, no, bitch, no. Take this. And here we are. A 4.96. I loved this room. I mean, a 4.96 is a high score, and I'm happy enough with this score. Obviously, nobody really wants a 4.96 because it, like, either give me a 4.74 or give me a 5. But I will take it. I did really love this room, and I worked very hard on it, and I was super proud of it. And do you know what? All of those things remain true, regardless of the score. There were some super nice rooms. There were also some very shit ones. Like, I'm sorry, but what is going on here? No. So much no. This room is straight up terrible. This is just a terrible, terrible room. I mean, maybe it got a 5 because it just dumped a shitload of pumpkins and jack-o'-lanterns in it, but objectively, this room is awful. Awful. This is one of the worst 5s I've ever seen. And I am suitably fucking horrified. I mean, this does actually go with the outdoors. It's clever. This room is a lot more clever than I am. I would never in a million years have put this together, but you have to admire it. And actually, had this come up in voting, I would have voted for it immediately, without hesitation. No thought. Would have pushed on it. Would have clicked it and moved on. I'm not a fan of mixing blue and black. I'm sorry. I know it makes me old, but I am fucking old. I'm trying. I'm trying to keep up with the kids. I'm doing a good job in a lot of aspects, navy and black is not one of them. And also the fact that fashion has adopted white as a year-round color, I also really struggle with. Like, if you live in Florida, fine. For the rest of us, no, no, ma'am. No white before Labor Day. Jesus God. Um, all right, that might have been the exciting. No, there should be another 5 in here, though. Well, it sure as shit ain't this. I knew this room was going to score like shit when I put it in. I overcommitted. I mentally committed to this room. It was such a mistake. And I knew it was a mistake when I was doing it, and I did it anyway. The rug was a particularly poor choice. The 4.07 is completely justified. Having said that, all right, it was on theme. It was what the week asked for. It was what the room asked for. It's what the bundle of the week asked for. And I will, for the rest of my life, regret not purchasing this. Damn it. I just don't know about this. I mean, I just think this room is ugly. At the end of the day, my problem with this room is not that it isn't beautifully coordinated, it's that it's fucking ugly. Maybe I need to reevaluate all of my life and my life choices. All right, well, I don't know where those extra diamonds came from. Oh, maybe an old Tapjoy thing kicked in? Who knows? This also seems quite harsh, but to be fair, I did not understand the assignment for this room. I did not know what it was I was supposed to be doing. Also, now that I look at this room in daylight, that's a very browny brown, and I just went with a lot of black, and that was a mistake. But how good were the rooms that won? Okay, well, she understood the assignment. Fine. Oh, fancy. I mean, I hate this rug, but wow. Everything else in this room is gorgeous. And the rug does go perfectly, even though I hate it. Somebody saved up some shit. How old is this? Do you know people are selling clippings from their Monstera plants for, like, I kid you not, $1,000 per rooted clipping? It's insane. People have gone plant mad in this pandemic. I say in this pandemic like we've had others recently. No. Okay, everybody else understood the assignment. I did not. I will say this room is spectacular and unusual and really, really, really deserves the 5 that it got. Unlike some of those other 5s we looked at for previous rooms. Alright, we've been here forever. Sleepy Hollow hoorays. I am very excited about this room. Mostly I want to get rid of, I mean, I do love a chance to use a sectional here. I mean, all of these look alike, so let's just see what I have for matching chairs. I'm definitely going navy. We could use those. I don't know. Okay, so what I've started to do is just put in 2 of everything, and then those, and then see what matches. Like that kind of goes with the article chairs. But I think I'm going to use this West Elm sofa and these West Elm chairs. Okay. And we're going to need a rug. I don't want to use a navy rug. I accidentally bought this rug. Color. Navy. Little sidebar here. I accidentally bought this rug. And the first time I bought it, I think it took me 2 years to use all 5 of them. And it's gonna be the same. It's just not my favorite rug. I don't like it because it lacks texture. Anyway, we're not going to be using that. We're going to be using an orange rug. Frank, nobody wants to listen to you lick your feet through the rest of Game of Rugs. Stop that. Can we use this one? I mean, I'm fine with using this one. This might be better. But nobody will vote for it. What about that? Or maybe that. That? I don't know. We're going to need some kind of rug. And we're going to need to get rid of some of these. And that matches all of the pumpkins that are everywhere. And then we're definitely going to need brown wood. Oh, I suppose I could use this. But I don't have a blue end table to go with it. So, let's add filter color. I'm trying to match the brown wood tones from the wooden walls and doorways. Speaking of trying to match, I am painting my kitchen next weekend. And the color we are painting the kitchen is the subject of some domestic dispute. And I just don't want to say any more about that because one day I'm going to be dead and my husband's going to look back and listen back on all of these episodes of Game of Rugs. And he will listen to this one. And all I want to say is, honey, fuck no, we are not painting the kitchen yellow. We have black fucking counters. Are you insane? It's not happening. You were wrong. I don't know what color we end up painting the kitchen, but whatever color we end up painting the kitchen, you were wrong. Okay. Like, all of this is fine. This is all working out okay. But I'm still not sure about the, color. Ooh, I don't know about that. Do I have a navy lamp? Is it two? Are we going to go to navy here? I don't know. Do I have feelings about this lamp? I mean, not really. It just seems like an unnecessary purchase, considering that I own all of these lamps. My internet connection's really slow, obviously. All right, we'll get back to that. Okay, normal service has resumed. I was just saying that I probably should have been more clever and taken advantage of this opportunity to use all of the blue stuff for Jonathan Adler. Like, we're not going to get a lot of opportunities to use all of this blue stuff, but I just can't be that creative with this little coffee. So then we need a brown thing for over there. Okay, that's not so great. I want a blue thing for over there. That's also not going to be so great. We could use this brown thing that really let me down the last time I used it in terms of scoring. So why don't I just repeat that mistake and see how that goes? Okay, well, that's a plan. Are there any beautiful brown inexpensive cabinets that I want to spend money on? I have been looking at this. It does match. I have all of that furniture. All of the matching cane furniture. Like, that would be nice, and it's a CFC thing. But, okay, we're just going to go with that. Perfect. If you load... God, I love this Jonathan Adler stuff. It's so beautiful. That's perfect. We're buying that. Now, what I don't have is any art, But what I do have now is diamonds. So maybe I should stop using this free art that I keep scoring like shit with and get smart and buy some art. The problem is, at this juncture, the only art there is to buy is this blue Halloween stuff, and the only thing I would conceivably buy out of this is that, and we're not going to see this shade of blue again for the rest of the year, so we'll never be able to use it, so we're going to not buy that. And I'm going to put this rug in, and I'm just going to accept that this is going to score like complete dog shit. Which is, the story of my life, considering that I have two dogs who, function correctly most of the time. This is such a bad thing. I should not put that there. That is just very, very ugly. How about that? And then over here, instead of this lamp, I could put this green thing, and we could be done. Maybe I should put there. Yeah, get smart, Sabrina. That goes there, and then this one over here. There. Perfect. Okay. It's the wrong color blue, however, so I'm not that excited by that. What about this? Can we do that? It will match our pumpkins. It completely clashes with the rug. Or matches the rug. Voters are going to hate it. I don't care. I love it. This is like the room of bad decisions. Such a bad shade of navy. I'm actually going to pause this and stare at this for a while and just decide if this is the right shade of navy or not. Okay, we are back. I have gone for a more muted shade of blue. I'm a lot happier with it. The vibrancy of the blue that I had before was clashing with all of the muted shades in this room. And then the last thing that I really want to examine is this. No, because the last one no. Something I don't know. That's just a terrible problem. Oh, I'm so bored. Okay, great. This room is not going to do very well, but I don't care anymore because I'm done. And it's a daily, so let's submit that. Okay, and then we're going to do some voting. Okay, here we go for our second attempt at voting, because the first round the rooms were so unbearably bad. It was like, why bother? So in the room on the bottom, the sofa goes with the drapes, so good job. And then what happened? Then what happened? Then you just abandoned blue and decided you were doing a black and white room? So that's no good. We're not voting for that. And the room on the top, that sofa from the inside and the chairs are not the same color as the drapes, but the art that was chosen holds it together. It brings those two color ways together. And I personally think the rug on the bottom was a mistake. It's super bland and it's just ugly. And there's a lot of it and you're looking at it. And it does work in some rooms. This is arguably not one of them. But is this room better than the room on the bottom? Absolutely. We are voting for the room on the top. The room on the top is like navy. I mean, army green. Nah, navy green. Army green. And then the rest of the stuff in the room, again, they decorated the room as they want, and then they picked the couch out of their inventory that fit the requirements. So we're not doing that. We are going to vote for the room in the bottom. And I actually think that this arrangement of this choice of furniture was brave and interesting. And it doesn't come together really well, but the ideas are there, and I really like it. So I'm voting for the room on the bottom. Good job, designer 546. Okay, the room on the top, no. Just no. All the no. Like, it's cute and coastal. If you're going to do this, I mean, they chose the yellow zebra rug because it's sort of muted and pastel-y like their sofa, which is a good choice. I think the room is just really let down by the rug choice. And it's so bland. And the room on the bottom, like it's very mediocre, but I'm going to vote for it because the room on the top is just, it has nothing. Also, the room on the bottom has a dog. And when you vote for a room and they show you their dog, you know you've made the right choice. Okay, room on the top, no rug, bad art. Room on the bottom, completely unobjectionable. Yeah, thanks. Voting for that. The room on the top is terrible. Also, who's decided that we're putting together burnt orange and salmon? Like the burnt orange furniture, and then that salmon ottoman. On top of this, I'm sorry, that's a purple rug. That is horrific. We are not voting for that. And I know the room on the bottom doesn't have a rug, but what it also doesn't have is a complete lack of color coordination. We are 100% voting for this room on the bottom. Sorry about your dog. All right, vote. The torture here is just never ending. Why would you put a vase of pink and white orchids in a room, like the bottom half of the room? Oh, okay. This room is lovely on the top. I mean, it's not great. The rug choice is not fantastic, but it's not a horror show unlike so many of the other rooms. People seem to have really struggled with this room remit. Can we even see what that is? No. Okay. And obviously the room in the bottom is just a no. But good job, this room on the top. When do I get that art? I want that art. I never get that. Okay. All right, fine. No, again, this room on the top. No, 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 no. The room on the bottom is fine. Some better art would have really made this. With better art, this room could have been a 5. Everything is perfectly coordinated. Except the floor decor, but look. We're voting for this room on the bottom. It's really, really good. The rug choice, the furniture choice, the sofa choice, the end tables, the coffee table. It's holding together so much better than so many of the other rooms that we've seen. I'm going to vote for the room on the top. I wish I had chosen different table decor. And the room on the top is really let down by the choice of art. The rest of the room, it's unusual and it's hectic, and I don't like the lamps, but it's fine. And the room on the bottom, the rug and the drapes, and then the choice of this table, like those are good choices, and also that's enough to go on in this room. And the choice of fairly bland, very very bland furnishings on top of that is a good decision. And the art is what the art is. I'm voting for the room on the bottom. Oh, thank God this is over. Okay. Oh, that was not my favorite voting. That it's been a struggle. These the holiday weeks are always a struggle, but all of us have survived them. Good for us. Good job, designers. I hope you enjoy your Halloween evening and that you get lots of Halloween candy. And if you don't have Halloween candy in your house, or you don't get trick-or-treaters, or you don't have children, or you don't dress up and or go out, that is perfectly fine. Treat yourself to a candy bar or two. It's a holiday. That's all for now. See you next week on Game of Rugs.